نبدأ كلامي بسلام والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله، فعل وبركة ولله الحمد. نحمد ربي كتير سبحانه، مول الخلق العظيم لا شبه عليه. يحكى والله أعلم بغيبه وأحكم أنه كان في قديم الزمان وسالف العصر والأوان. Somewhere in the middle of the high, beautiful Berber mountains. We all know that Berber mountains are green and beautiful, and in the winter time, they're always covered with snow. And we always can notice some Berber carpets washed by snow. That's how we know the Berber carpets. Now, remember the mountains, the beautiful view? Now there is always a valley down the mountains, and our valley in this story is very special. There is an old man that we call in our culture Sheikh. Now this man always stands under a special olive tree, and the olive tree is placed in the middle of two roads, fork road. And this sheikh, he's always standing there under this tree and just watching the beautiful view and thanking God for being alive at that very moment. And also something special, this sheikh is always accompanied with the students, because people who lived on the top of the mountains, they would send their sons to learn about life from the sheikh. Today we had a special student with his Teresa sitting on the floor and just folding his legs, sitting next to the sheikh and just hearing him what he has to say. And sheikh always hands him a piece of wood. A wood, that time it was a book for people, and he would just keep on reading from this board. Now the sheikh would stare at the mountains, and he noticed something. Someone coming down, down, down from the mountains. And this person got closer and closer, and he noticed that it's a young man with his donkey. And something special about this is this young man was mean to his donkey. He was dragging his donkey, forcing him to walk and telling him, zit, zit. And he doesn't even want to move, the poor thing. He doesn't even want to move. And he was cursing his donkey, shouting at him and nagging until he reached in front of the sheikh. And sheikh felt so sad for the donkey, and he kept on looking at him, and he said, "What's going on?" And then the young man said, "Salam alaikum." The sheikh said, "Wa alaikum salam." And then the young man said, "Well, sheikh, there is a change in my life. I want change in my life. I want to leave my village. I just want to leave. Can you please tell me which road should I take? Is it the right one or the left one?" The sheikh looked at the poor donkey and looked at him and said, "Well, before I tell you where to go, can you tell me about the place from where you came? Tell me about your life. Tell me about how you lived, your people, and the environment." And then the young man said, while dropping the rope on the floor, and started just nagging and said, "Well, I don't want to complain. I really don't want to complain, but I hate the people that I live with. They're annoying, they're noisy, they're loud, they never check on me, no one is nice to me. Heck, even my family, they don't even ask about me. I was sick for 2 days and no one came and asked about me. I don't want to live in this town anymore. They're naggy, moody people. I just want to leave." And then the sheikh said, "Well, all right, you told me about your village, your life, and the people you lived with, so I can give you an advice. You see, my son, now on the right road, the same village, same people, same lifestyle, everything is the same. People are sad, naggy, moody, miserable. It's the same. But on the left road, I have no idea what's there." And then the young man looked at the old man and said, "All right, I think you gave me the advice that I need." And he took his rope and dragged his donkey with him and took the right road. As he was walking, he was saying, "Well, I guess I'll take the right road because it's the same people, I can deal with them anyways." And he took the right road. Now the sheikh watching him leave, and he was feeling sorry and disgusted by his attitude and looking at him, and he was like, "God, mashallah." And he kept on staring again at the mountains until he saw something. He gave a gentle kick to the young man on the floor, and then the young man looked at him and he told him, "Look!" The young man pulled his hat and looked at the mountains. There is another young man coming down. And this young man looked very nice and kind to his donkey. He reached in front of the old man and said, "Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh." And he said, "Wa alaikum assalam." He told him, "Sheikh, I need your advice. You see, I need change in my life. So can you please tell me which road should I take? Is it the left or the right?" And then the Sheikh told him, "Well, tell me about your life. Tell me about the people you lived with, so I can tell you from where you can go." And then the young man said, "Well, my life is beautiful. Everyone is nice. Everyone is kind. People are very, very nice to me. I mean, we always have tea party and I always get invited. There is tea, there is qarishlat. I love it." And then the man stopped him and said, "Well, I think I know where you had to go. Now on the right road, it's the same people, positive, happy, lovely, very nice people. But on the left road, I have no idea what's there." And then the young man smiled and said, "Well, I think change is a good thing. I'll go with the left road. Thank you, Sheikh." And he just took his donkey with him and walked to the left road. Now the Sheikh, he was smiling and he looked at the young man, and the young man just stood from his place and he was mad, pulled his hat up, he took his board and just threw it in front of the Sheikh. And then he told him, "You are a liar. You lied to both of them. You told them that you know what's at the end of these both roads and you have no idea what's there. You're always standing here pretending that you are someone who is wise, but you're not. You are a liar." And then the Sheikh took the board and told him, "Here, take this, sit down and listen to me." The kid sat down, pulled his hat and kept listening, and he told him, "You see, both of them came from the same village. Both of them had the same lifestyle, but both of them had different attitudes. It doesn't matter where you go in life, as long as your attitude is nice and positive, and you will get along the way with a nice positive attitude." The boy listened, just nodded, and the Sheikh kept on watching his beautiful mountains حتى أتاه مهزم اللذات ومفرق الجماعات وصلى الله عليه وسلم.